Hey people, Injured here, 3v3, Khatrin Purification Plant, blue side. Whole bunch of Space Marines with 2 Apothecaries. First up is Alpharius, and we have Gemeral problem. These guys start off in melee combat with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Powerful support fellas, alongside CubeBits with a Techmarine. Starts off in ranged combat, can also support the structures and repair, even get into some melee salamanders with fire and stuff. Red team, GabrielGhostGamer, is an Inquisitor offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee combat but can get specialized ranged weapons. Alongside here, Kickin is a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist that can infiltrate and disrupt some powerful offense and a bit of support. And rounding off the teams, Sir Gunter the Kaiser with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat with some powerful disruption and support. Can shoot lightning out of his hands. Are we going to see it here? There we go. As easy as that. This is the east side against one of those Apothecaries. West side, where a contested VP is. Apothecary just kind of standing around. You see that green hexagon health regen aura there. Don't expect it to kind of save you in the middle of fights, but helps your sustainability, healing up between engagements. Maintaining that field presence, which is so important in Dawn of War 2. Lictor Alpha's mixing it up, needs some support, and here comes the guard. Heal going off there on those tactical marines. Lictor Alpha still goes after them. Starts off with a pretty fearsome melee weapon. I think it's like 63 DPS or something. Doesn't have a ranged sidearm, of course, but messed up those marines very badly. They should have been moving back a whole lot sooner, I guess. Those were CubeBits tactical marines, but the Apothecary also backing away. Space Marines can be slightly, let's say, weak in the opening engagements of a 3v3. And they typically only have scouts and tactical marines, and they're up against like one more unit than they have. And scouts can't do much without upgrades in a fight. Their bolters are pretty bad, or they're just bad at shooting them, or they're just given defective ones or something. They kind of suck. But get some micro, get some shotguns and grenades, and they can do some work for you. But yeah, as expected, all the Space Marines are pushed off. More scouts now for CubeBits. Double shotguns can do some awesome stuff. Double snipers, of course, can do some work for you too. Termagants with no toxin sacks. There's a flesh hook. Lictor Alpha though goes down. A little bit over eager there to kill some marines is Kickin. This is what the marines will do to you. They'll push them back. They'll lose nothing. And each time you fight them, they'll be a little bit stronger until you just can't stop them anymore. Warlock is on like half hit points. Just hiding behind some boxes as you do. Banshees with the aspect of strength and power swords ready to go. Shotguns though ready to meet them. Apothecary at the front, drawing a whole bunch of fire. Maybe not the best place to be. I don't think he needs to push up there into the Banshees. And his tactical marines are not behind cover. There's heavy cover right there. Well, they were technically in cover, just the wrong side of it. Good shotgun blast though. Apothecary is being shot up, and Banshees will get in. There's the washout from the aspect. They've lost a lot of hit points, but the power swords are now doing work with the special attack too. Chopping them up. Can they get a model here? Can they? All of that pressure and all they killed was a scout model. Did not get onto the power. See, this is what Space Marines do to you. West side is red. It's a whole bunch of stuff here. Double termagants. We got some Khatrins. These guys are very versatile. Can disrupt. Get into some melee, even support with a smoke grenade and narrow detector. Scouts here with the shotguns and a sergeant trying a grenade. Beautifully done by CubeBits. Killed a couple of Dire Avengers there. 431 to 475 very early on. The 2-to-1 cap for the red team. We did see CubeBits drop a marine, because you can see one right there. And looks like Gemeral problem has dropped one now. Can they pour some losses onto the red team? Ravener Brood with a Burrow Strike onto the Devastators. Hormagaunts getting it in there. They can be a real threat in Tier 1, especially with their adrenal glands. Scouts, I think, are going to wipe. Raveners need to shoot. There we go. Well played by Kickin. Those were CubeBits, fully upgraded scouts, I think. Double Termagants now have the toxin sacks. Helps them control melee heroes and assault marines and stuff. Apothecary here with a ranged weapon though, customized storm bolter. Gemeral problem also with a customized storm bolter, but hey, can stop tactical marines getting into melee or something. It just helps you if you can mess up the movement of the enemy. Always a good thing. Outmaneuver them. Flank, all that good stuff. Who are you going to shoot at? Those fellas. Grenade. Ouch. And Ravener's in retreat path. Nicely done by Kickin. Another grenade kills another model. So much for Tactical Marines not dropping models here. Almost got them all the way down. Trying to finish them off with ranged weapons. But they're tough enough to get away. This Raveners have been amazing so far. I feel like they need some Assault Marines. They need some muscle here, the Space Marines. Mastercrafted Bolter for the Techmarine. 38 DPS pretty much. Piercing and Artificer Armor. Not to mention the awesome high-powered shot from the Mastercrafted Bolter, of course. Inquisitor with her Rosarius. Standard energy shield. And Sentinel's got a ground pound ready to go. So Gunter the Kaiser did not get anything else out in Tier 1. Merciless Witchblade, those Banshees which have done quite well. And I assume upgraded Dire Vendors, yep. Merciless Witchblade is nasty. Has that knockdown on ranged attacks and drains your energy. So really, really bad news for a kind of micro and energy intensive hero like an Apothecary. 382 to 461. Tactical Marines here, able to cap faster than normal, are grabbing the VP, but they might eat a flesh whip. There we go. And that was enough to stop the cap. And Hammer of the Witches goes in as well. Although did not target... Can you target individual models with that? I think you can. Did not target a model that got flesh hook, but it did go down. Devastators now doing their best to control things. Need to be maybe a little bit further forward. Afraid of those flesh hooks, I suppose. Here comes a Techmarine. Lictor Alpha has cloaked. Can they get a Khatrin model here? Lots of damage from that bolter. Now some Tactical Marine support, and there's that smoke grenade. I believe it gives you suppression immunity and breaks current suppression. Also gives you like 50% range damage resistance. And there's that all reliable. That disruption. Eldar have spotted something. Oh, look at this. Fully built up power in the mid by the Space Marines. Banshees have found some scouts to chop up. Raveners continue to have a big influence here in Tier 1. Oh, we're Tier 2 now. Keep up, Indrid. Everyone's Tier 2. Well, CubeBits is just starting to go, in fact. Alpharius with a Razorback. Grenade. Grenades have done some work here on these Marines. And yeah, what is your plan, Alpharius? Is this Alpharius? Yeah. All you have is scouts to stop this melee. I think you need something else. Where are the devs? Oh, they were at base. I guess you shouldn't have sent the Apothecary in there without devs or scouts to help you out. Warlock is messing up these scouts who tried to get decap, but thought again. The angry space self looking at him. Now we have frag missiles or crack missiles from this missile launcher, which really messed up the stern guard, it looks like. 365 to 461. Grenade again, messing up Marines. Did it kill one? They didn't, they all got up. Why did you run after the grenade has already messed you up? I guess it just wasn't spotted there. Shotgun blast maybe for the Warlock. Oh, not needed. Oh, they did it anyway. They were suppressed by the devs. They got the power and capped it with the distortion field helping those Banshees tank that damage there. Was it worth taking all that damage to cap and notice? Probably not. It's instantly going to be retaken. Khatrin's now bashing power alongside Guardsmen and a Sentinel. And look at that. They're getting some bashing done. 345 to 461. Red team with a 2-to-1 cap here. And we've got Venom Brood for Kickin. And a Wraith Lord for Kaiser. Going for the Bright Lance shoulder mounted. I guess they have spotted a Razorback. Now there's another one from CubeBits. And Plasma Cannon Devs from Gemeral Problem. That missile launcher can be so nasty from the Sentinel. Gets a good stomp too, but can it get away? It's a bunch of bolt guns shooting at it. Does not get away. Here we see some Stern Guard veterans. Using these salamanders, elite skin, they have this very fancy look. Apparently it was found in an old Games Workshop army book. Very cool. Oh, it's a nice grenade, bloody hell. Wiped out those guardsmen there. Well done, you. Who is this? Gemeral Problem with a beautiful grenade. And Gabriel has some recovery to do. Stormtroopers. From very long range. Look at that, just melting those scouts. They did not want to try and get that cap. There's that full auto. First time we've seen it used, but I'm sure it has been. Well, first time I've noticed it. What's this? Armor of the Apothecary and improved medical equipment. Nothing for you. What about you to... Ah, yeah. A melee Techmarine. Awesome. Artificer armor also makes him quite tanky, although Bionics gives you the nice melee damage buff. But that was a pretty effective special there. Might go after the zone throat. Nope. Raveners now have a angry Techmarine to smack him around. Need to be careful of that. Venom Brood do get away. No range synapse for those fellas yet. Does the zone throat escape? Does not escape. A little bit sloppy there from Kickin. I thought you had the opportunity to get that thing away a little bit earlier. We've got Plasma Gun Guardsmen. Drop Pod just delivered more Marines in, I think. These fellas. And there's Judgment used from the Inferno Pistol. And there's that advanced healing going on. Look at that. It's like nothing ever happened to him. 3-2-1 to 444. And there's the Judgment. We actually saw it go off. That Sergeant got absolutely wrecked. There's the Hellfire rounds being used against the Inquisitor. Apothecary, poor bastard, has just run out of energy trying to keep his Marines alive. Here comes a whole bunch of Tyranids. Need to back away. Gemeral Problem. Where is CubeBits right now? I guess they're being harassed by some Raveners. A decent split here from Kickin, but can they take advantage of it? They do have a little bit of support, but that plasma cannon is messing things up. Like all of their limbs are coming off. Raveners do get away, but CubeBits able to deal with them. And Gemeral Problem holds with Devastators all over the gaff. What's going on east side? We have a Dreadnought. Alpharius in its default melee state. Bad news for a Warlock. Does have Champion's Roebuck, so took a couple of hits there. Can't stick around. Use the shield to get away before trying to retreat. You don't want to take retreating melee hits if you can help it. And spots the webway, maybe? I think he knows it's here, but can't quite... There we go. Dreadnought's found it. 3-2-1 to 3-9-5. Blue team retain the west side. Maybe a little bit static here from Gemeral Problem. Maybe could have poked forward a little bit with Marines and tried to power bash, but it's always a risk that you're going to get caught. They're taking that power from the mid again. Level 2 Lictor with no war gear. Carnifex of those on the way. And Gabriel has a Lehman Russ. And none of the Space Marine players really are that close. Oh, I suppose Gemeral Problem's pretty close to going tier 3. A Neurothrope on the way for Kickin. Nice to see that come out early in tier 3. Usually you see that pretty late. The Tyranid player remembers, oh yeah, I've got a Neurothrope I can get against all these Marines. Carnifex is just so fun to get. This thing, no upgrades yet. East side, Banshee's getting in. That's a Dreadnought though, ladies. Be careful. Grenades messing up those devs. Wraith Lord is there. The Bright Lance shoots at the wrong targets, but now it's in on the Dreadnought. Dire Avengers are there to try and repair, maybe. Decent special there from the Warlock. Decent. A bit of an understatement. Wraith Lord goes back after Dreadnought. I think he should have focused on the Apothecary there. I guess they had no energy, so wasn't expecting the heal to come out anytime soon. Dreadnought quite rightly going after the Dire Avengers. Can it get away though? Levels up to 2. Wraith Lord doing big swings on it. Dire Avengers are forced to retreat. Kicking off on the west side while I was watching that. Carnifex with no war gear still. We have a Predator tank, do we? No, that was just a Razorback. And that's an Executioner Lehman Russ. And a Manticore now. Where is that Neurothrope? Did it get cancelled or something? There's a Lictor. What have you got? Now with the Scything Talons, 81 power melee DPS. Pretty scary stuff. Typically, you'll see the first Carnifex get a Barbed Strangler because it's awesome. But no sign of that yet. Dreadnought does get away. Last Cannon can't set up in time to get a shot off on a Wraith Lord. And here's some Howling Banshees. The Techmarine's got a Sergeant and then left. 3-2-1 to 3-0-3. Still very even on VPs. And the Eastern players have really stuck to this side so far. And I don't think I've seen a single generator be bashed on those naturals there. We do see a blue farm on the eastern edge going to be taken by those Dire Avengers. Meanwhile, east side, Flesh Hook. Done some good work with that, the Lictor. And look at the damage this Executioner can do to bunched up Marines. That is frightening. They need to flee. And what do you think you fellas are going to do? Yeah, that's a bad move. Last Cannon gets a shot. There's the Neurothrope. Unique. Kind of a sub-commander super unit type thing for Tyranids. Some nasty abilities like Paroxysm and Cataclysm, which are all awesome words to say. Can't regenerate his own energy. He needs to use abilities to do so. Doesn't naturally regenerate, I mean. Carnifex Steel with no upgrades yet. Maybe Kickin wants to get another Carnifex up first. Antigor Strike. For some reason, Razorback didn't seem to take a lot of damage there. Rather puzzling. West side is still red though. What is this? That is a Falcon. Fire Prism. I know things. Wraith Lord healing himself up with the Wraith Bone, which seems like cheating, but he's happy with it. Dreadnought needs repairs. Can't heal himself. Power Bash, there we go. Dire Avengers hit level 3. Apothecary face check. The Fire Prison didn't quite work out for him. We do have Vengeance Rouse loaded in. And Last Cannon gets a couple of shots. That's all it needed. Look at that. One more shot would have done it. But couldn't quite make it happen. Stern Guard are not trying to chase as well because it's going to be knocked over, I suppose. Wraith Lord now taking Last Cannon shots. Needs to move. Little bit slow, little bit sloppy here from Kaiser, but they are keeping their vehicles alive for now. Combat stims would have really helped there, but down goes the Wraith Lord. The Dreadnought lives. Oh, not for long. West side is still very red. Oh, Tyranno formation and a dead Ravener. Always missing the things. What is this? It's Terminators. And they're shooting up this Warlock with Storm Bolters and Power Fists. Techmarine level 5. Oh, he's putting down his mines. Barely ever see these things actually get used to any great effect, really. Kind of the same thing with all the mines, really. You know, one of them blows up on you and I'll just get a detector and they kind of don't do anything else after that. 232 to 294. 2-1 cap for the red team. We have a Lehman Russ on the way for Gabriel. Another one that is. Maybe keep that one a Vanquisher, a Predator tank for CubeBits, and another Carnifex. Because the first one went down. And I didn't even see. Saw nothing. There's the remains of it. I could show the blackened, burnt husk of the Carnifex. Antigor Strike. Everything dodges it though, I think. Yeah. There's some advanced healing just in case it didn't. Judgment is on those guys. 219 to 294. Kicking off east side. CubeBits with the assist. Eldar being pushed back. Might finish off. Yep, finish off the Fire Prism. Crashes into a thing. Blows up all fancy Eldar like. Warlock is pissed. Champion's Robe and Warp Throw. Where are you, Tyranid dudes? Oh, Judgment again. Awesome. This guy's getting judged quite a lot. Although, you're the one hanging out with Tyranids and Eldar. Inquisitor lady. Drop pod just for some reinforcements there. 219 to 294. Can't believe that Razorback is still alive. level 2. We have a Venom Cannon Carnifex, or maybe not for long. The Curse of Injured Strikes, maybe. Venom Cannon is there as well from the Venom Brood. Looks like the Smoke Shell was enough to keep it around. Maybe that's why the Magical Strike didn't seem to do too much damage. It used the Smoke Shell, I didn't notice. Scout's getting a cheeky decap and maybe even a cap on the natural VP. But can anything take this west side? More judging going on these tactical marines. They have a plasma gun. And this is painful, as we saw before. Yeah, you just can't cap with that Leman Russ doing that. That is really bad. They all seem to kind of bunch up in a little crater there and get wrecked. Banshees are level 3. They've done well. Another Predator for CubeBits and a Lictor for Kickin. Where is the Lictor Alpha? He is down like right next to this VP. Difficult to revive him over there. Oh, some Seer Council from Kaiser. I'll get the name right in a second. Guess they're trying to push this east side still. Maybe try and get on this VP over here, Kaiser, a little bit more. Red team are getting a natural back 219 to 254. There's the orbs of the Omnissiah. And it was close enough to hit the Leman Russ, although nothing really there to follow it up. Stormtroopers getting wrecked by tactical marines behind heavy cover over there. Trying to get that cap again is Gemeral Problem Scouts being destroyed. Those were CubeBits. And there's a repair bunker. Can't repair the Tyranids, but they do slowly regenerate health. You can also just march them back to base to heal up. And these days, of course, Zone Thropes can use Symbiosis and heal stuff. Neurothrope can't do that though. Steal this 1-to-1 cap, 219 to 246. Banshee's getting in, eats a grenade. See a council there as well, but they pay for it. No, they get away. Autarch drop. Gonna stun those Terminators, but also some Banshees. Yeah, that's a lot of power melee damage for those Terminators to deal with. Going for the Cyclone Missile Launcher, even though Gunter the Kaiser does not have any other vehicles. I suppose the Carnifex and stuff is still around. Oh, that's the Paroxysm. Percentage-based psychic damage. Really bad news for heavy and super heavy armor. Is that the... Oh, the Apothecary just fell over. Did not like the Paroxysm. Techmarine doesn't revive, goes for the cap. It's not going to work out. We've seen this before. Tanks are bad news. Bioplasma going in there from the Carnifex. Knocked him over, and now he needs to retreat. Should have just revived, buddy. GabrielGhostGamer is floating resources like crazy here. No no Baneblade, I should say, and no more Leman Russes yet. Maybe get the Kickin for even more knockdowns. It's a Baneblade. It's going to be fun. Gemeral Problem does have a las cannon over there. What else do they have? Another las cannon. These fellas, and a plasma cannon. And I guess Stern Guard can chip in too. They're going to push through the mid fellas. Oh, sneaky scouts again. Venom cannons won't be able to hit them, but they're going to get into some melee, I think. There we go. Can they stop them though? Bioplasma, there it is. Knocks them off it. Autarch runs away. Executioner is in. Halfway to a Baneblade. Red team, oh, very close to grabbing the west side. Mistake there from Gabriel. Broke off a little bit too fast, but does get the VP. Stern Guard with And They Shall Know No Fear. Not actually decapping it, just standing there. There we go. There's your decap. Are they going to be able to do it? Looks like they are. Lost a Marine doing so. But they got it done. There's that Lictor Alpha with Deadly Jump and Menacing Visage. Say it right. It's Visage, not Visage. Here's all this power melee from the Eldar getting in on Terminators and stuff. But couldn't get any kills, I don't think. No, Scout's just hanging back there to repair, I suppose. Look at these stormtroopers. All alone, left to get the cat. And they do it. Well done, fellas. Well done to you, fellas. This is a big blob of stuff just asking to be nuked. All that. That was pretty effective. Apothecary trying his best to keep these guys alive as they attempt to cap. Down goes a Predator tank. Was that the tier 3 Lictor ripping it up? I think it was. Oh. No, I'm lying. Was it the Razorback? No, the Razorback's still here. I think that was a Predator tank. I think it was. 195 to 235, double 2 to 1, sorry, for the red. But now it's been decapped. There's the Baneblade. Are they going to try and push with this thing? Or is it just here to demolish the kind of stuff and shoot? Apothecary drops. That was Gemeral problem. Who does have a problem over here. It's called Lehman Russ. Level 2 this one. It's kicking some ass. Anti-Ghost Strike on the drop pod takes it out. Nicely done. That thing was allowing them to reinforce back there, I believe. Neurothroat flees. Look how much red Gabriel has now. In fact, they're all able to either drop a nuke or very close to it on the red team. 194 to 225. Guardsmen are whacked out. A good little push here by the blue team. It's a good little push. What do they put judgment on? And let's see. Let's see what it's on. Gemeral problems back to his feet. There's that advanced healing again. Carnifex found a target, and so has the Lictor. Trying to get on the rear armor there and find some stern guard. I need to take a drink. There we go. We're back in play. And this is a pretty crazy fight. Let's have a look at it like this. Banshees and Seer Council. And a rocket run. And a Manticore everything. It's a pretty good rocket run. Although, did it do some friendly fire? No, I think the Eldar escaped it, maybe. Did they? Where are the Banshees? Oh, the Banshees live. Banshees are alive. Stuff being called in. Marines answering with some heavy support now. More Terminators. 2 more squads of Terminators. Avatar on the way for Gunter. Inquisitor couldn't quite cap. There's a Tyranids formation from Kickin, who is just maxed out on resources almost. Look at those bars. Why aren't you buying things? Get some more Carnifexes and stuff. 194 to 194, 1-to-1 cap. You can't get closer. Is that a webway? There's a webway. Bioplasma shot is trying to get those Terminators out there. Grenades thrown in too. And 2 Lictors, the Lictor Alpha and the regular Lictor, are on them. Couldn't quite get the cap, those Terminators. Not even Terminators could get it done. I don't think the Demolisher kind of knocks back Terminators, does it? I'm not actually sure. Oh, those fellas built some cover. Look at you, well done. Angels of Death by Gemeral problem. Momentarily there. Can the Terminators get it? They've stopped. There we go. They got a decap, I suppose. 194 to 194 still. Are they going to try and cap? It's a lot of healing. They both have armor of the Apothecary, and they do. Both have the same build. That's so much healing. Waiting Doom. That certainly knocks Terminators back. Keeping the Baneblade safe for now. There's a Land Raider Redeemer, which I didn't even notice for Alpharius. That's really going to help them hold, or at least contest this west side. As you can see, everything can just retreat back to the Land Raider there and heal up and reinforce. It's a good Cyclone hit. I hear an Eldritch. Uh-oh, there it is. It's a pretty good place one. I mean, generally you'd see them saved for going after the Land Raider, but that was a very tempting target. Did a lot of damage to those Terminators. They're going to need a lot of healing now. Seer Council, almost level 3. Big threat to these non-melee Terminators, but they are persuaded to leave. CubeBits has stayed solid in the mid with his 2 vehicles. Hasn't moved them much, but it means that their VP hasn't been under a huge amount of threat. Here comes some Tyranids though. That one got knocked the hell over. That's the Lictor Alpha, who I think just finished a cap there. Well done. Paroxysm was in there. You see the Neuro Throat there, regenerating some health whenever it hits with its basic attack, which is handy. That was nasty. A rocket run, or the end of one we just saw there. Just a non-stop fight on this west side here. And no Stern Guard get the cap. 178 to 194. They do get the cap. Can Red Team do something about a Land Raider? And is Kickin going to actually purchase something here? Oh, he's up to 92 on the population. There's nothing much he can really get now. Did he get another? Oh, there's another Carnifex, that's right. 2 Venom Cannon Carnifexes. This one's getting shots on the Land Raider. Put a state of the terrain now. Just madness. It's a lot of damage from those Venom Cannon Carnifexes. And does the smart thing. Backs it off, does not chase and get these Carnifexes into trouble. Knows that there's las cannons around. 2 of them, in fact. Armor of the Apothecary is so good. I mean, you're losing out on those combat stims, which is amazing. Helps you get kills. But, can't argue with that AoE heal over time. Speaking of Apothecaries, Alpharius is being chased by angry Banshees. And, hey, some Seer Council. Down he goes. And Termagants grab that contested mid-power, which has been genned up, I think, the entire game, pretty much. Whirlwind on the way for CubeBits. Blue team have lost some stuff. Are they running out of steam here? Avatar's been healed up. And is this it? Moving up the east side? It is. Maybe it's going to bash some power. Manticore. I mean, they've set themselves up over here pretty good. Manticore, Bioplasma shots. Baneblade. Down goes the Carnifex, though, just as I say that. That's going to do some work. Neuro Throat back there, too. Are the Banshees going to join in? They are hanging out. Or maybe they got into the webway over there. 144 to 185. Red team with a 2-1. But Terminator should be able to get a decap here. Especially with the Angels of Death just being used. The Monster Cannon does not knock back the Terminators, as you just saw. Although, Angels of Death would have stopped it if it did, so I still don't know. Inquisitor's going to die soon. She's level 10. She's done well, and she does get away. They are dropping these Terminator models pretty effectively. They couldn't get the cap there. Banshee's getting in. That's a very brave squad of Banshees. Are they level 4? They must be, they are. Look at that, they don't even have 1500 hit points at level 4. Oh, maybe they do with their X-Arc. Anti-War Strike, another good tool to use against the Land Raider. Look at this. Eldar gets in onto the VP. Avatar doing some heavy lifting here. And they did cap that power over there. Look at this. Some good work by Gunter. Another Carnifex on the way for Kickin. Gabriel and Kickin just seem to have limitless resources here. We haven't seen a huge amount of pressure from the Space Marine team. I mean, they played it quite safe. They've got up to the mid-line and they haven't really pushed beyond it in great numbers to go after power and stuff. Single cap here for the red team. Surprised at how well these Lictors are doing in the maelstrom of this war over here. Where's that whirlwind? There it is. Land Raider took a hell of a lot of damage. But Gabriel has used his tanks so well. And he's done that by not being stupid, not pushing and chasing after things. Just used them as massive gun platforms. And why not? Because the blue team haven't gone after them either. 1-to-1 cap here. Some more Tyranids moving in maybe. Nope. What are they turning for? What are they doing? Maybe they're sensing something in the mid. Anti-War Strike. More damage on the Land Raider. That is so much damage. Is he going to take it out? Almost did. Judgment goes up on it. Inferno Pistol does good damage to all targets, but I don't think it's going to get close enough to the Land Raider. She needs to get her mandate, I think. just going to try and cap this VP with knockback immunity. In fact, do you have some population? You've got 89. You get some. I don't think you can even get Kickin for that. Warlock level 4. Switching to the Warp Throat. Has the Heart of Darkness, which is scary. Buffing the Seer Council or something with the Enhance. 1-to-1 cap here. Blue team unable to apply pressure, but they are holding on. Land Raider is being repaired. So many scouts for Gemeral problem just to repair the Land Raider, I think. It's got 3, get another one. There's that Manticore doing its thing. So close to taking out the Land Raider there. So close. Bet they wish they had another Manticore. Banshees on the prowl. They found some Terminators and there's an Avatar alongside them, which means they can't be suppressed if they're in range of it. Apothecary was taken out. It looks like the red team are marching on the west side in numbers to try and grab this VP and push back the blue a bit. Bioplasma goes in. That is a rocket run. Angels of Death by Gemeral again to stop the knockbacks. There's a waiting doom though. And they are being pushed back. The whirlwind, sorry, though, is stopping capture. Look at that. Massive fight. Maybe trying to get in around the back there to see a council, or are they going after the VP? Lictor Alpha almost tore apart the whirlwind there. Carnifex is backing away, and another Manticore strike where the Land Raider does dodge, I think, all of the shots, but hey, red team have the VP now. Hasn't needed to move the Baneblade pretty much since it came out. It's just sat there and shot stuff. And the Lima Russ as well. Alpharius had a bad fight. Just Terminators and a Land Raider left. 92 to 185. Red team are just playing this so well. They're pushing, but they're doing it in a measured way. They're not overcommitting. They still have this power. I think it's only a matter of time before red team take this. They're going to grind this out, I think. Unless the blue team gets some crazy nukes or something. I think the red team are just playing this too smart for them right now. The blue team needs to be a little bit more aggressive in some instances to get some kills. What was that, a kill? No. I thought it was out of control there. Las Cannon. Is it able to get shots on? It is. There we go. Well, we've seen this all day. Things trying to cap and just getting obliterated by the from the blue team. Single cap now for blue though. We've got some Termagants retaking the VP. Red team, thanks to the Eldar, gonna maybe put some pressure on the VP there. I'm not sure. I'm amazed that the Land Raider is still around. It's got so close to death so often. 70 to 170. There's a Manticore strike. Some decent hits, but those are some tough, leveled up Marines. They are not dying easily. Can the Terminators get the cap? Maybe they can. Healed up by Alpharius' Apothecary here, a level 7 Apothecary. So it's got a powerful heal, and they get the cap. Lost their natural though. What is this? It's an Avatar. And Seer Council. And Direct Vengers running away there. Terminator's being ripped apart by the Seer Council in the background. These guys level 4 and they are not messing around. Down he goes. Witchblade thrown into his head. Wailing Doom. Some friendly fire for the Warlock, but he's alright. Level 5. And I mean, CubeBits has been relatively solid. Just hasn't been able to cope with the pressure all the time. You can't soak up this much and take the losses that Alpharius has. Alpharius basically completely abandoning that east side. Had to. They lost too much stuff. Here's a librarian for CubeBits. trying to get the cap. Seer Council still just, oh my goodness, wrecking the Razorback now. They've done amazingly in this game. West turns red. There's a double cap, 53 to 170. Techmarine goes down. Looks like the nails are being hammered into the coffin of the blue team. Is that the same whirlwind? I think it is. Done well to still be alive. Level 4 Predator survives. So many scouts for Gemeral problem. I mean, it looks weird, but it did heal up the Land Raider, which might have gone down at any moment from another Manticore strike if it didn't get repaired up. Can they stop the decap here? Blue team did get the natural back. And the Demolisher Cannon did not knock over the Terminators there, as you saw. So now we know there's this. It's a Venerable Dreadnought dropped in by CubeBits. Big old fight. Desperation from the blue team. Look at the Land Raider. There it goes. You're trying to put pressure on right now. It's going to go down, I think. It does go down. There's a desperation move from Alpharius. Needed to try and create some space. Does get the cap on the VP. Does get it. They really are fighting to the end here. Oh man, we've got some Gene Stealers with Rending Claws. Made short work of the Venerable Dreadnought. Eventually it will die. There we go. Autark trying to get the decap. Lovely you. Level 2. Knocked over though by the whirlwind. Banshees have been amazing. Oh, there we go. They have 1656 hit points with their XR. Single cap by the blue team. Somehow. They are not giving this up. There's a washout which doesn't affect the tank. But hey, the Techmarine died. Demon Rust, level 4, has actually started driving. Showed some nasty cannon shots to the Predator tank there. Apothecary's going to try and get revive. Heals himself first. I think he's going to get it. Oh, maybe not. Flesh hooked and flung really far. Has a much higher pull strength, I think, than the Lictor Alpha's flesh hook. Red team are getting their natural back. In fact, it's a big old Tyranid blob cap. And why not? You earned it, Kickin. Warlock level 6. Just being a massive nuisance. There's the 2 to 1 now, 15 to 134. Red team have just been solid for like 15 straight minutes, maybe even 20 minutes of really good play. Haven't really made any mistakes. Haven't really made them. 4 VPs is going to be it. Red team have done it. No hasty pushes, just very, very solid play. Look at these heroes here. And I mean, blue team put up a hell of a fight. It's not that they played badly. Red team were just really, really good. Level 8 Apothecary, level 9 Techmarine, level 6 Apothecary. Level 10 Inquisitor for Gabriel. Level 5 Lictor Alpha. Good to see this guy do well in the 3v3. And a level 6 Warlock. Almost died at the end. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.